We're so glad everybody was able to join us today. Those of you that have been at our open art studios before or been a part of art therapy, this is really about you and really to take care of yourself. You don't have to go deep or anything like that. Whatever you're comfortable sharing is okay.
I'm Alex Ward. I'm a rookie. My grandma, she was a big artist. She got breast cancer twice and beat it both times, only to pass away to some heart complications. That would be a great idea to connect to other people like her, such as all of y'all. My grandma would audit art classes at a local community college. She'd come home from a class and she'd be like, oh, I just kind of doodled this in class. It's not very good. It would be the most beautiful drawing you've ever seen. She would just kind of sketch, and she would do the grandkids and a lot of stuff of her life.
When our kids were little, she would have them do their handprints in pottery, plates and bowls and casseroles. So our house is filled with all of her pottery and all of her paintings. It's just wonderful to still have all of that she created.
Art therapy was one of my ways of expressing what's in my head that I couldn't talk about.
When I was diagnosed, drawing was such a hugely important outlet for all of my fear, for all of the things I didn't feel like I could say to other people.
This idea of fear that many of our patients with cancer survivors may experience, fear of the unknown, fear of what the next CAT scan or blood test will show. Programs like art therapy can bring about a sense of faith again. To have a sense of faith in your own experience, in your journey, and having it validated can be really a beautiful thing to witness.
On my mom's side of the family, and within a year or so, my mom lost both her mom and her aunt to cancer. Not much offset from that. My dad's dad, who everybody looks up to, he got cancer as well.
My father had throat cancer in 2012, and thankfully with the help of those medical professionals that had given their life to fighting cancer, he was able to go in remission, and he's cancer-free today.
Personally, I didn't have a doubt in my mind that cancer can't take down that guy, but cancer doesn't only reach you in your home with your personal family. I had a friend of mine going through high school. I looked up to him big time. One of the first people that taught me how to snap correctly. Cancer hit him pretty hard as well.
Patrick, if he walked in the room, he would just light up the room.
Pat, he was the hardest worker I'd ever seen in high school. He left to be a long snapper in college, came back, and he had a whole speech to the team of like, guys, if I were to do it again, I would work 10 times harder every day. Don't let a day go past. Through him, that's really the first time that I found out you could be a long snapper in college, like a strictly long snapper. And so I was like, that's pretty cool. Why don't I try to do that? I get to college and I'm just like Pat, I'm on top of the world. When he got the cancer diagnosis, it wasn't easy on anybody in the community that even knew him. It was like terminal from day one.
The Citadel had a little oval sticker that had his number. So Alex contacts us. He's like, I want one of those stickers.
It's non-negotiable. I'm putting one of Pat's stickers on my helmet. It was solid having him there, being able to represent him.
He backed down from nothing. He fought cancer the same way. It didn't slow him down. There's a picture they use, I think Alex has it on his phone actually, as a screenshot of Pat in the middle of treatment, working out hard.
There you go.
In the weight room, I've never known a person that went as hard for as long, and I'm on a team with Aaron Donald. It was another level when Pat hit the weight room, and he did it till the day he died.
We're going to make a list of different categories of resources. Whenever I think about this word or this thing, it kind of warms my heart. It brings joy to me. It makes me feel good.
To know there's people out there like me, like the people I went and sat with. We all go through a lot of the same thing. And it's not the same, but you can lean on each other and support each other through it.
Today, each of you have a piece of paper with a circle on it, with this time, thinking of one or two or however many resources, filling your circle with lines, shapes, and colors that represent a resource.
I did my ultimate happy place, happy day. The happiest day of my life so far was draft day. My support system, my 3 guys were on the left, my parents were on the right, and then I drew my late grandma and grandpa inside the sun. The sun was beaming down onto the earth.
For anyone that's been touched by cancer, everyone knows that it's not just a physical condition, but it really affects the whole person, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, or existentially.
I had never been sick a day in my life. It was overwhelming when I heard the news, but I have taken so many courses that have helped me along this journey. I feel like I'm happy and whole and I have joy in my life.
Amen.
Some people benefit from mindfulness programs, others from yoga. We had an improvisational comedy study because they can process their distress that way. I think for a sizable cohort, processing this through art has been a spiritual way to make sense of what happened.
Thank you for sharing here today with us. And there's struggles, right? That's why we thought this resources list would be helpful.
I really got to see a background into what my grandmother went through and get to connect with other people and see it through the art that my grandma loves so much. Being her very young grandson, I hardly understood what cancer was, and she dang sure wasn't going to let me see that side of her. Going through the art therapy class, I can see how she definitely would have enjoyed that.